doing?
All right. So what's up with this Dwight Howard?
Wow. So it's been in the news that this gentleman, I forget the guy's name. Let's see.
Yeah, it ain't matter. So what's up with it?
Doesn't matter. Well, Dwight Howard has been accused. There's accusations of sexual assault, and he was accused of sexually assaulting this guy that he met via social media about 2 years ago, and the court documents have come out, and Dwight Howard has admitted to the meeting of this gentleman online, and they exchanged text messages for a couple months, and then from there he was invited over to Dwight Howard's house, and this is all from Dwight Howard's account. And when they got there, they got into some sexual activity together. But then Dwight had a third person come in, and Dwight Howard's now, just to be full disclosure now, guys, he's asked the court to throw it out because it was consensual. But you can't surprise somebody and say it's consensual.
It's typically talked about beforehand.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So anyway, like I said, I'm just reporting the news. I'm not no judgment zone. At the same time, he invited this third party in on the guy, and the other gentleman was dressed as a woman.
Damn. Okay.
And I don't want to go into the details about it. If you really want to know, it's all over online, and you can go look at the particulars. But as Stephen A. Smith said, that maybe this is the reason Dwight Howard is not on an NBA team right now, and that's where my mind went, because with his ability that he has to still play this game, I would dare to say that Dwight Howard is probably a better athlete right now at this stage of his career than probably 70% of the big guys in the NBA. He can rebound, he can run the court, and he can still put the basketball in the hole.
Yeah.
So I truly honestly believe that with all the investigative things that the NBA does, that this definitely was one of the reasons that he was in China playing last year, I think.
But with that being said, I see he posts a lot of stuff on social media, and he's funny as hell. You know what I'm saying? And
good dude. Funny guy. I've been in his presence a few times. Never, it never came out like that.
Yeah.
He never exuded that. How about that?
Right.
So.
But I feel like since he's been in overseas and everything, he can be more comfortable with himself because he's more like, I didn't really think he was that.
Yeah,
funny.
but isn't China like
I'm not talking
more against that than
hell
the
yeah?
US?
I have no idea.
Heck yeah.
I don't think he can be himself in
over
China.
there. So that's not the case.
He's
That's
on
not what I'm
social
talking
media.
about.
He's on social
That's
media.
not what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
Nobody has a problem with who you choose to be in love with or whatever your sexual preference is. That's not the issue.
Mm-hmm.
This was filed in court. Accusations have been made that you've done something unlawful. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that makes it a whole different situation. I could care less who if that's what you
Yeah.
choose to be like that, that's cool. No problem. I don't have any problem with it. Right? But what my thing is, like, and once again, to piggyback off of what Stephen A. Smith said, once again, I truly honestly believe that the NBA knew this case was coming down the pipe, is what I'm trying to say.
Wow.
So they stayed away, because you cannot tell me that he couldn't make an NBA roster right now with the way he's in the best shape of his life right now.
Mm-hmm.
He just checks all the NBA boxes.
Right.
So there's no other excuse It's not the fact that you are who you are, but it's the fact that this negative story is coming down the line because I don't think it was a thing yet. It was.
But they knew about it.
Exactly.
They knew about it.
So that's where I'm going with it on that aspect of it. So when we say, man, why is Dwight Howard in there? This could have something to do with it.
Damn.
So.
I know he took a lot of flack, like in the summertime when his son was working out and stuff, and he was like, "I can't go no more. I can't push." Oh, you remember that one?
I did not see that one.
That shit was hilarious. They made a TikTok meme about that shit.
Oh, you just blew it down.
We ain't getting monetized anyway.
Right, it doesn't matter.
We got a while to go.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So,
fuck it.
Just for the record, it was you this time.
But damn. But yeah, you gotta look that shit up. It was fun as hell.
And it's I don't know if you look at, I forget what Mace and Cameron's podcast is called, but Mace made a great point. He said, we always say, hey man, no, it doesn't matter to me who what you do in your bedroom, and yeah, it does. When you're a celebrity, we care. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, we care. Yeah. Because as a reporter, when stuff comes out like this,
right,
now you have to do your job. And it makes it uncomfortable. But it's out there, and you can choose to or not, not to. But I just feel like, hey, he's done himself a disservice because of allowing this to be even put in the context of him forcing somebody to be somewhere, that they didn't want to be, or be in a situation that they didn't want to be in. And I truly believe that has cost him the rest of his career in the NBA.
I mean, as long as he's happy in China, making, I don't know how much he's making over there, but how much you think they pay?
Not as much as the NBA.
Well, next to the NBA, the Chinese, they make really good money. Why do you think that's where they go?
Yeah.
You notice when NBA players that are pretty good, they don't go overseas. They don't go to Eurobasket. They go to China because they're making millions in China.
Yeah. I know that guy from the Hawks, Childress. He went to China, right? All right. Moving on to the next one.
Michigan stealing signs. Did you guys see this? Jim Harbaugh is under fire right now because they had an assistant. It was an assistant, right?
Yeah.
Basically, that went to over 30 games and took video of the other team's sign lines, their hand signs, their board. They have like signs for the boards with different pictures on them, and he took video of everything, and now they're saying possibly that he gave that information to teams that they did not want to play.
Yeah, in the playoffs.
So Michigan gave it to South Carolina. This apparently, this is not confirmed yet.
This is all alleged. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
But check this out.
But they gave it to South Carolina because South Carolina played Clemson, and they were a contender, and South Carolina played Tennessee, and they beat both of them
by crazy numbers.
And like their quarterback balled out, and there's videos you can see when Ohio State's playing Michigan where like it's filming like the Michigan sidelines, and they're waiting on the other side. They're waiting on Ohio State to like call a play, and as soon as they call a play, they're switching it up. The whole sideline's going crazy, switching it up.
Yeah, I saw
like
that.
they know the. I know sign stealing happens in like I'm assuming in every sport. I know in baseball we did it all the time. Mm-hmm. That's not a problem. That's not the problem I have.
The fact that you give it to
the fact that you filmed it and you're going through it, you're like taking video of it. I mean, it's illegal. You can't do it.
He's pulling a Belichick.
So I don't know if it's illegal. Did he do it at a game?
Yes.
So they bought tickets.
Hey, not illegal. It's morally wrong. In the court.
I think in the NCAA it's.
Well, it could be. Now, if they have something in their contract that say that you can't do these types of things, I could get that. But if you're in public doing something in a public forum and you can be videotaped there, you can be videotaped.
They did reprimand his new extension. Took it away.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's a moral thing, and as far as just the code, the unwritten code, and if it's a if it's a thing in their contract, then I'll take it back.
What if they sold it? What if they gave it to other teams?
That's a problem.
Now that's a moral thing, absolutely. So now you're giving another team an advantage.
This is what I say, because
It tarnishes the game.
this is what I say. They are guaranteed to be in the playoffs. Michigan, I'm pretty sure they're going to be in the playoffs. They should be disqualified.
Why? Disqualified? Really?
Yeah.
I know if FSU
Absolutely.
did that, we would get the death penalty.
Damn
I mean,
right.
we would not be able to play in the bowl
Damn
game
right. And
for
it
15
seemed like-
years.
It's an integrity thing, though. You teach. That's the first thing they always tell the players.
It's cheating.
Integrity.
Yeah.
Your integrity matters to this program.
But you know what? I don't see no media of talking about any punishment for Michigan.
Yeah.
No.
It's alleged.
It's alleged. That's why
What
nothing
you
has
mean?
been. It's
You-
alleged. It's
you
an
know the guy who
accusation.
did this wrote like a 500 to 600 page manifesto
Wow.
for like Michigan football and his plans for the future.
Wow.
So since his contract
This
is
guy's like a psycho.
reprimanded, my thought is he's coming back to the NFL.
Well, I think the NFL put out.
So that
something
means
they're
it's
not
proved.
gonna let him come
So
back.
they took Harbaugh's extension. You said.
They took it away.
They're
So
gonna
this
make
has
him
been
not-
proven then.
It's not.
Oh yeah, this
Oh,
is
it's
like
proven.
yeah.
It's definitely
Is it,
proven.
I mean, there's that hasn't been a consequence yet, other than
No,
it's-
not a
That's what I'm
consequence.
saying. Nobody-
Not a
Like,
consequence.
which is bullshit.
Yeah.
Because
because
like,
there's still no proof.
Oh no, there's proof.
So they have the video.
They have
of it?
him at the games. They
Yeah,
have.
Is
got
it
all-
alleged or is it proof?
proof. I mean,
Okay.
I don't want to go on the rare air and say it, but it's enough people saying he's the guy. They won't, like ESPN and stuff like that won't tarnish somebody's name. They got this guy. They got this guy in every game.
And then we're talking about him going to.
And he's a coach.
Jim
He's a
Harbaugh.
low. No, it's not. Jim
Oh,
Harbaugh.
so you're talking
Oh, I'm
about
no
It's a
Harbaugh.
low level. It's a low level
okay.
assistant who they can, expose out like that. So they send him out there to do shit like
I'll
that.
send you like videos on it. So you can
Well, it
like,
sucks because I'm a Harbaugh fan, with John being the coach of the Ravens. I like Jim. I loved back in the day Niners Ravens Super Bowl, Jim and John against each other. It sucks that it's alleged. And
Which one played for the Colts?
Jim.
He was better than his brother.
John didn't play in.
John
NFL.
didn't. I don't think John played. In the
He just
NFL.
coached.
He just coached.
He's a good coach. He's the best coach.
I think he's the better of the two. But
The
Jim
Harbaugh
is great.
brothers, they didn't
No.
play in the NFL.
Jim did.
He was the only one.
He's the only
Yeah.
one. But
Yeah.
their dad, their dad was like a college coach, and like they've been
I don't know why. I thought
Jim was
both
a
of them
quarterback for
played.
the Ravens for 1 year.
right.
For 1 year in
I think
1996.
he had a Hail Mary.
A
That
Hail Mary, yeah, or something
I
like
don't know
that.
why I thought both of them played.
I like Jim, and it sucks that I'm hearing this, but I would like to see him back in the NFL. Maybe
I'm pretty sure they put something out that they're not gonna let him. Like
That
this
is-
is like a big deal.
I didn't see anything about
Hell, you
that.
see what they did to the Patriots guy? Weren't they doing the
yeah,
same
they
thing?
did, but
Belichick.
they didn't get a harsh enough penalty.
Deflategate, didn't Brady receive 4-game suspension? And he won the Super Bowl that year.
I know that wasn't harsh
That's the
enough.
thing,
That
though.
wasn't
Like,
harsh enough.
see, what if they do all this and then they go and win it?
That's what I'm saying. Don't put them in the playoffs.
I just know as an FSU fan,
Put
if we did
Alabama in
this,
the
we would
playoffs.
get the fucking
We did
death
it the right
penalty,
way.
no question.
Hell, look at the Houston.
Oh,
Astros.
fuck the Astros.
Yeah, fuck
They
it.
cheated.
Fuck the Astros.
Fuck
They
yeah.
cheated the whole 2017 season.
Fucking losers.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
They were beating on the freaking garbage can.
Yeah.
When they saw the counts, they would bang on the garbage can in the dugout. They didn't know what.
But the
what pitch was
highlights,
coming.
the highlights he's talking about with that guy, the assistant who's been spying on it.
Mm-hmm.
When they had that call, man, they was the whole sideline was like, do it.
Yeah.
I saw the same thing.
Yeah.
They knew the play. They knew the
If
play.
you look into this shit, it just keeps getting worse and worse.
South
and worse.
Carolina-
How much did they beat them by?
A lot.
Well,
South
they
Carolina.
all-
So they shared their footage or whatever knowledge to South Carolina. South Carolina was fucking mid at the best last year.
And
right?
then they just go and upset.
Oh, this was last year.
No, this year too. So,
Oh, yeah, it's happening this
but this was going on last year. So South Carolina averaged like 3 points the week before, and then the next 4 weeks they was going against the top dogs, like Clemson,
Tennessee.
who was ranked high at the time, and then Tennessee
Playoff
was
contenders,
ranked ranked high at the time. They put up 60 burgers on them. And they had 3 the week before. Like, what did he do that at? So you know that was tripping. But yeah,
that's I don't know. I'm just looking at it as if I'm a fan of my team and this happened, I know we would get fucked.
Yeah, definitely.
Death penalty.
It'd be hard to
for
support
sure.
my team, if it was proven. For sure.
I wish the Falcons try to cheat and win.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Put somebody in this ineligible.
Oh, Taylor Heineke, he did good, didn't he?
He did
Meineke.
great. He did
Yeah,
said
yeah. How about
Meineke.
that?
Yeah,
How
he
about
did-
that?
He did fucking
What you
awesome.
say, Meineke?
I did.
He come to fix it.
Heineke did awesome. And
Whatever the fuck his name is.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But Heineke did awesome. And it shouldn't be a quarterback controversy because it's obvious Heineke is the better quarterback.
This
Better
whole
quarter-
offseason, you were telling me
Right,
Ritter
look,
was the man.
they-
Man, that's what I'm saying.
Ritter is
last
Timothy.
episode.
He is Timothy.
No.
Last episode,
I didn't want to
Yes.
talk about this right now, but goddamn Ritter, I took up for him last week.
There you
I
go.
tried and
You
but
took
we
up
didn't-
the whole
Heartfelt.
offseason.
I took up from the whole off season. Right, I'm like, give him a chance. He didn't play last.
And
he
we warned
only
you.
played 4 games.
And we warned
shit.
you.
Huh?
And we warned you.
And y'all warned me. And I'm like, he played 4 games. Get this man shut.
They
Fuck
warned
that
you.
shit. Bro, this
keep doing
guy,
dumb shit.
Levis, whatever he played, first game ever. First game ever. First game ever.
Hold on.
4 touchdowns.
And these weren't even like just dump offs. These
no.
were like
wait,
dimes.
wait. I want to say something. Think about this. I read a stat.
First game
You know
ever.
who is the last rookie quarterback to throw first 4 touchdowns in their debut?
Probably never.
Marcus Mariota.
The fuck
Hey.
Marcus
4
Mariota.
touchdowns.
Watching.
So
And
Tennessee
I
got that shit.
So I understand that it looks great now, but guys, it's the league.
Yeah, I mean, we
but
can't.
Ritter-
You got to remember, the defenses ain't seen them yet.
It's
I mean,
he did.
He
I'm
threw
not
4
taking.
touchdowns.
I'm not taking
No.
anything away from Levy's or whatever his name is. He did good. He did great. However, it's weak. It's one game.
One game against my team though.
Give. Yeah, the Falcons.
wait,
He put up 4
did you
touchdowns.
win?
I saw that shit.
They
Yeah.
lost by
Falcons
5.
won.
Huh?
I think the
Falcons
score, I think
lost.
they lost by 5.
lost.
28-23 or
It
something
was
like
it was
that.
embarrassing. how we
Levy's
lost.
went 21 for
But
29.
I'm not gonna even trip.
And I
on-
keep freaking betting. I'm a glutton for punishment. I said, all right, they're gonna beat the Titans.
But Heineke came in the second half. First of all, we only had 50 yards passing.
How many
And
turnovers does Ritter have?
he's leading
Yeah,
the
what
league.
are his
Lead the
stats?
league.
He's
You know what I
leading.
think?
Oh
You
my
know what I
God.
think? I think Don, whoever the fuck, Don Luciano got him by the balls and say, hey, look, you're gonna throw a turnover this game.
Oh, so
You
you think he's
think-
breaking? No, I just think he's just
No,
not him. He's just not him at
I
all.
don't love your coach, Arthur Smith.
I don't either.
I
I
don't
don't either. But at the end of the day, that's who we got.
How about Jim Harbaugh comes to town? Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Jim.
No,
Harbaugh,
fuck
take
that.
him. I'll take anybody that's better than this guy. Don't even look like a head coach. He don't even look like an offensive coordinator. But that's not.
Did you read the article? His family is worth like $6 billion.
Oh yeah,
Did you
he's
hear
a FedEx
Who's?
guy.
The head coach for the Falcons.
Arthur Smith.
Arthur Smith. His
What?
family is worth $6 billion.
Billion?
Would
Yeah,
it be?
he's FedEx. Yeah.
Yes, must be- man.
And so it's just hard to relate to a little bit. Like if you're born into greatness, I think people relate to people who become greatness, not born into. People like the underdog. People like the hard workers and tough. I'm not saying Arthur Smith is like any of that. However, it's just tough to relate.
Yeah. Well, he just got to do better. And this is the thing. He said he was going to be on a 3-year plan for him to turn around the team.
Well, it's just year 3.
This is year 3, but I don't think he came up with that plan. I think
Who came up with it?
Arthur.
Arthur Blank.
Arthur
Yeah,
Blank.
Arthur Blank
yeah.
came up with that plan. And this is the thing, dog. If you want to play, you want to coach again next year, you have to make that switch because it made a big difference when Heineke came in the game.
Are the Falcons 2-5?
No, we number 4 in the playoffs. So yeah, we're the 4th seed in the playoffs. We're winning our
I'm
division.
not thinking about seeds right now. I'm
Yeah,
thinking about overall
fourth-
record.
Oh no, we just
You
evened
guys
it
are-
out yesterday.
Oh,
Mediocre?
in your division.
Yes.
In our division.
So like y'all like number 1?
Yeah, our division's ass.
The
I was about to
division's
say y'all number 1 on the
terrible.
pile of shit.
We're 4 and 4.
It's the worst division in football. Worst division in football.
Right now it is, Right now it is. Yeah, I can't complain. I can't argue with that. But at the end of the day, we get it. We're the 4th seed. So if you want to make that next
4th
year,
seed. How many people in your division?
No, I'm saying in the
Yeah,
playoffs. There's
okay.
7 teams in the playoffs.
Wow.
Because we're the 4th seed, so we're guaranteed to be in there because we're winning our division.
If it was to end right now.
And right now.
Okay, I
right.
got you.
And so with that being said, we're the 4th seed, and the whole team lit up when Heineke got in the game. And the reason why they say they benched Ritter is because he was under concussion protocol. He had 50 yards passing in the first half. I get it, and I hope you are well, but just sit it out. And because Heineke came in and lit it up, he was poised. Listen to the stat with this. He had 50 yards passing. He got sacked 5 times.
Ritter?
Yeah, in the first half. 5 times sacked. And he freaking, he got hit, concussion protocol. So when halftime went, he only had 50 yards. Meanwhile, the real rookie who never played, this was his very first game, threw 2 touchdowns in the first half, had 100-something yards passing. So, second half.
Is it beginner's luck?
No! It's just you got it or you don't.
No.
This is the thing.
What if he
You
go out
either
next
got
week
it or you don't.
It could be play calling. It could be schemes.
No.
It could
You
be a lot of
either
stuff.
got it or you don't.
No.
The same coach, same team.
You don't know that he's just gonna go out there and do that.
He's not going to do it again.
Well, I hope.
I just gave you an example. Marcus Mariota did it his first debut. Dude, he's a bust.
So check this out.
He's a bust.
I will say this as an athlete, and maybe you guys can attest to this. I don't know how far it goes, but everybody's good until you on the scouting report.
They got film on you.
Once you hit the scouting report, extra attention is paid to you.
Yes. As a professional
And
athlete, yes.
they're gonna expose whatever you don't do well. They're gonna expose that. So that's gonna be the game plan to try to expose those things. But once again, when the element of surprise is still there and you don't know what this person is capable of or don't know what their tendencies is, but once you're on that scouting report,
It is now.
you're going to find out if you're that guy or not.
He is
Appreciate
now.
that.
How about
Appreciate
that?
Because Levi Levis wasn't the starter. Willis, the guy from Roswell. Forget his Malik Willis. He was the starter. He messed up the first half or whatever, first quarter, some first snap or whatever, and they benched him. And so Levis, they didn't know he was going to play the game. So there you have it. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Once you hit that scouting report, things change. And then you're going to see if you really who you think you are.
Yeah.
Because
So
now,
you still think he's him though?
Who?
Levis.
Nah, really, but I hate that he was him on that day.
So
but.
I listen. I watch Colin Cowherd. What Colin Cowherd says, and I agree with him totally, is it typically takes 2 years until Thanksgiving to know what a quarterback really is. So it just depends. We just have to see. If Levis is going to be the starter for the next 2 years and Thanksgiving, then we'll know what he is. I agree with that. Same thing with Ritter. How long has Ritter been playing now?
9 games.
9 games. So is the verdict out on Ritter yet?
Yes.
I think it's early.
how's it early?
No,
Because I still blame coaching.
It is coaching.
Okay, so
they should have played
still
him
blame
last year.
coaching.
So you don't think they're putting him in the right situation? Do you think it's the personnel?
I just think he's ass.
You think he's his ass, right?
Maybe.
He's cheeks. Cheeks, man.
I mean, I've
Cheeks,
seen this
dog.
motherfucker fumble on
Maybe
the goal
he
line.
is.
He's leading the league in
just
turnovers.
Maybe he is.
And
Let's say hypothetically he's with Andy Reid. I don't know.
that dude,
I don't know.
That dude won't make it to Andy Reid's team.
This is hypothetical.
Sorry, Ritter. I thought you was him, but you're not.
So tell me this: was Ritter billed as being a starter?
No, he
He's a
wasn't.
third round pick.
Third
Yeah,
round
but you
pick.
know what? Levis was a second round pick. He sat in the
The
green
NFL,
room. He walked
I don't-
out the green room. He was projected to be a first round pick. He got embarrassed because he never got picked. And then the second day, he didn't come back to the green room.
Yes, it is a toss up.
It seems like everyone that they freaking bill as coming out that's first round they never really add up to. It's always some guy from the second to last pick of the draft that chose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was hoping Ritter was going to be him.
Looking like Tom Brady. Look at Tom Brady.
A player has to have something that's it, whether it's decision making,
je ne sais quoi,
athleticism, arm strength, something.
I thought Ritter marked all the boxes with that. Checked all the boxes with that.
He can throw. He got a good arm.
Typically, one has one. Typically, Josh Allen ultimately has the most talented arm in the league.
He's got a
Lamar is the freakish athlete of the league. Mahomes, same thing.
He just does everything.
He does everything. You can. I'm not saying you
Joe
can't
Burrow is poised.
Yes, he's cool.
Cool, poised in the
pocket.
But
if Ritter doesn't check any of those, that's that. That's the verdict. That's the verdict.
I check smartness. I check athletic. He's not Lamar. He's not Lamar Jackson.
So it's decision making.
He runs.
And I thought he was smart. That's the main thing I thought he was. I'm like, if he made it, he took a small team to the playoffs. He's got to be smart.
What do you rate your offensive line as? That's what we need to know.
You know what happened? The same team, same game, Sunday, the quarterback did much better. Didn't even get sacked. So it's the quarterback. God damn it!
What do you think about their offensive line? Are you a Falcons fan?
I just told you though. It's the quarterback. The quarterback got sacked 5 times in the first half.
Heineke looks miles, like worlds better.
He got sacked 5 times in the first half.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that. The Falcons
to get sacked. What happens? So he has zero. So he has zero escapability, is what you're saying?
No,
because I haven't really watched.
No.
So all I'm trying to say
is
is the offense. Okay, is he holding the ball too long?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. He's not making quick reads. Okay. He's slow as fuck.
All right. So you are saying that the offensive line is giving him time to do what he needs to do.
For a quarterback, you only got 4 seconds.
But is he getting those comfortably?
Yes.
Okay.
You got the same team when the quarterback came in and went down 15 for 22 with 100 and something passing with touchdowns, no sacks. The same team, same game. It's him. Arthur Smith, if you want to keep your job, dog, you got to make that switch. There's no controversy. Just make the switch.
Amen.
The team responded better. You can see, even though it was a loss, they still responded better with him with the loss because they know Arthur Smith is going to make the right decision and they're going to move up. Because look, you the 4th seed right now. You are guaranteed to be in the playoffs. Keep it. Just make the switch. Keep it. We get in the playoffs with Heineke. I ain't saying we're going all the way to the big dance, but we can at least shock a couple people. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it'll be probably the first round.
But will they? Are they going to start Heineke?
The defense is there. Knowing Arthur Smith, he's not going to start Ritter because he's selfish. He's big-headed. He's stuck in his own ways.
Here's the thing. He's already set the stage if he does because he said that he was not benched because of his play.
No, yeah, I know. He got hit.
So what that leads me to believe is that no matter how good Heineke played,
you got me fucked up.
He's good. Once again, who's getting that bag?
Nobody's
getting the bag. Nobody's getting the bag.
Ritter's on a rookie contract.
All right.
So therefore, I think he needs to move on to him. You know what I'm saying? Move on from him.
If I'm the coach, I'm playing Heineke 100%.
Yeah, you saw the difference. You saw the difference.
He played better?
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
He didn't get sacked but one time.
I don't even think it's a question.
Yeah, he moved the ball. You can see the way we lost.
It just looked like a more confident team. It looked like more
Exactly. Everybody was
didn't have
to struggle for the ball. It was just coming to him fluently. So
I agree with that.
Yeah.
What do you think of Deion Sanders?
Boy.
Go off. Boy. Go off on Deion.
Boy.
Another L.
Boy. That was the record?
They're 4-4.
4-4.
Oh, mediocre.
Boy.
Probably less than mediocre.
Boy.
Like I said.
Before you even go into it, I didn't see anything, but what did you guys expect?
This motherfucker expected 10 wins.
I don't know why.
You know
what?
I have him in 4K.
Let me tell you why.
Why?
Because you know what, Deion, you say we was coming, in 4K. The whole world said the shit. I believe the shit. Before I even start this off, you are my favorite. He's my role model. Everybody knows me.
Got his fucking picture up here.
My picture, that's the only Atlanta Falcon jersey I will wear to a game. That's my guy. But the stuff that you're doing, you look like...
I think it was a gimmick.
He looks like a Pee-wee coach.
No, so
What I've been saying from the beginning.
You're starting. So people took
This is D1.
this
college.
literally, right? He was motivating those kids.
Yeah.
He knew those kids would be overachieving whatever they did.
Yeah.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
Before you say that. Anybody with a football acumen could look at that team, even though they were transfers, all mostly transfer. What do you have? 53 transfers in that year,
Shit,
which
wasn't
is
it like
a shitload,
80?
right?
Yeah, it was a lot.
So
I mean,
I think it was
even with that
57.
being said,
He kept probably one or two players.
even with that being said, excuse me, my family is on that group chat, and I can't stand these ones. Turn this thing down. But anyway, as I was rudely interrupted, he's supposed to motivate his kids. He's supposed to tell you that we're going to be a lot better than people think. And yes, they are a lot better than people thought. Did I think he was going to come in and win 8-9 games this year? Hell no, not me. But did I think he would probably win 4 or 5 games this season? Absolutely. And this is what you got to realize. You, even the people who can't stand Deion Sanders, he said something that should really, 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 really stick in people's head. Get me now. Get me now. Because one thing you cannot discount is that when Prime calls you as a recruit, it's going to be tough to keep these kids from going to play for Coach Prime. And he's got a situation now that he can provide luxury accommodations as opposed to going to an HBCU who have meager accommodations, which it shouldn't be that way, but that's what it is. So now you have a Class A facilities. You've got all of these different things to offer these kids, plus you got Coach Prime. That could be tough in the next. Look out Kirby Smart. Look out Nick Saban in the next couple years, because a lot of those recruits, Colorado's going to be in the conversation.
They're gonna get the recruits, but again, his staff.
His staff is great.
No,
Doesn't have the talent. Who are you talking about?
His defensive coordinator. His defensive coordinator is Charles Kelly. He is ass.
He is.
He was the worst
And
defensive coordinator in FSU history.
But so this is
Fucking terrible.
Trust me when I tell you,
That was terrible.
Whatever you do, Deion, I still love you, but this is some flaws I do have with him. I just found out that he ranks his children from the favorite to the least favorite.
He's been done,
right? So, but
Okay.
it's
Well,
hard.
whether parents
and he
want to
doesn't say
admit it,
favorite. He didn't say favorite.
whether
But
parents.
he didn't say from top to the. What did he say then?
Because here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
You've got kids, he has children who have lived with him all their lives. Some who have lived with them partial time.
Uh-huh.
So it's not that he's pitting favoritisms over everybody, but if you've been, if you three are my kids and you've been with me since day one,
don't matter though.
I'm going to have a different relationship.
No, it
yes,
don't
I
matter.
am. Yes. Listen, I'm not saying I love you any more than I would love anybody else, but my relationship with you, whether you like it or not, if I know you longer, if I spend more time with you, if I've experienced more firsts of yours than I did with these other two, hear me out, then you can't say, I might not say you're my favorite, but I could relate to you better than I could relate to these other two possibly be, or I may know you better than I know these other ones that are mine also, that are of my love.
Go ahead.
Is that fair to say, guys?
Maybe a little inadequate.
Go ahead.
Would that?
That's all I have to say.
I mean, he literally released the rankings 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I would feel a little inadequate if I can understand parents can have like interests.
But they don't-
I feel like they definitely have favorites.
Hold on, let me say this. Is it
Look,
under talent? Is it talent wise or just?
No. He
Overall.
literally ranks them my
Overall.
favorite.
Oh heck. no.
Shadur is
No,
my
that's messed
favorite.
I got you.
Yeah.
And then Shiloh, the
it's the
safety,
fifth.
is the last one.
He's
or
the
something.
fifth one.
Yeah,
He's
that's
the fifth one.
Wow.
Like he
That's-
literally
You know
put it
what?
on Instagram.
Yeah,
My
and
favorite kid is
Yeah, you
Shadur.
like this guy.
And then like
but the thing
His
is,
daughter's
this is
next.
the thing now. I mean, I just found this out, and I mean, when I found this out, I ain't gonna not like you, but can you change it up, please? Because I mean, please. That's just crazy.
that's just a Dion thing.
I have
I
kids.
mean, that's just Dion.
I don't
being
even
Dion.
have kids, but I have dogs, and I can't even treat one dog
Did
better
you
than
just
others.
say you got dogs?
I know, but my thing is, I'm saying I can't even.
So you tell you don't like one of your dogs better than the other? You
Absolutely not.
You don't have a better relationship
The
with one of your
smallest dog
dogs?
I got, the smallest dog I got when my wife is out of town, he gets just as much as the big dogs. I'm sorry, but
I'm
I
not
do
saying
that.
that.
I do
But
that. I mean,
is there one?
she
Is there
gets just
one
as
of
much
them
as
that just don't leave you?
the,
Is
the
the-
one
which one? Which one?
What?
Which one?
Lucky my dog now. Lucky.
Here
Lucky,
we go.
Lucky.
Like I said.
Lucky's the big black one.
Hey, so once again,
okay, he's the only one that's
subconscious.
Nobody knows this shit,
Subconscious.
but
Exactly.
nobody knows
Hey,
it.
look, the world
But you-
knows now, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Lucky's my dog.
What you mean you ain't got no favorite dog?
And
He's the only one that has
Lucky's
kids
my
here.
dog.
Do you have a favorite?
I do not, but I will
God,
say
On
this.
the spot.
You
On the
Hold on.
spot. World's
On
watching.
the spot.
There you go.
I do not have a favorite kid. I
You
love
just
my
told
kids.
me I just had a favorite dog, dog.
Hey,
That's a
listen.
little-
No, I didn't.
That's-
I asked you. No,
Oh, so let me
no,
ask you this.
no.
What kid
No,
you
listen.
hang out with the most?
Right now, it's my son. I can be honest with you. I hang out with my son, but who do I have the best relationship with? And out of my kids, is my MC, my middle child. Like she's easygoing, but she's funny. She's not saying that the other two are any. I love my kids equally, and they know it. But I can relate to my middle child, or I can have a conversation with her, or go hang out with her. And me and my oldest is cool as a fan too. My son and I, I'm teaching him and all of that, but I wouldn't say I had a favorite.
You ain't gonna release your
So
Instagram
now I
1
get-
through 5.
Not at all.
So-
I would,
so
even
I
if I
get-
did
so-
have that,
so I
I
get-
would do a great job of not letting anyone know.
So
But I truly don't
just
feel
got
that way.
egg on my face on my dog.
No, I'm not giving egg
I
on your
just
face.
said
You
Lucky's
jumped
my
into that. Hold on, let me
favorite
tell
one.
you something before I don't want to take over the conversation because Graham said he's tired today. All right.
But I just said Lucky was my favorite.
But listen,
and you
you said it.
You just let me out.
I did. Hey, listen. All I did was this.
You baited me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you took the bait. Because I never said it was your favorite. I simply asked you one question. Which dog doesn't leave your side? Which dog is with you more
Why
than any of the
say
others?
shit like that though?
So, but
But
you
you know-
said Lucky's my dog.
Lucky is my dog.
Hey, but
I mean,
goes
but
to say,
why-
right? I spend like,
You baited me though.
I didn't. I gave you a
He
question.
did. He did. And now he's saying no favorite children. And now Chance and Son are gonna look at me crazy.
I don't have a
dogs are
favorite.
little different than
No, they got
people.
no. Trust me, my dog.
Dogs are the same as
Just
people.
people.
I will say this though. I'm more invested right now in
My dogs are
my
pretty
son
as fuck,
because
dog. I'm
he
telling you,
needs that
they-
more.
Chance, my middle dog,
Mm-hmm.
he can tell when somebody's getting more attention than him. I'm telling you.
I would say dogs are a little different than children.
They know though. They're jealous too.
No, that's
That's
what I'm
all.
saying. That's what I'm saying, man. Those dogs are jealous as fuck.
Did you see that? Okay, Colorado loses to UCLA, right? Then they get their shit stolen from their locker room too.
I saw that.
But
wow.
they're chained.
But
Damn, that must be like over $100,000 a jewelry.
What were they?
Oh.
You said at LSU?
No,
Oh,
UCLA.
UCLA?
At the Rose
Their
Bowl.
chains stolen. That's crazy.
But
Somebody went in the locker room.
Hey, but before we get to that part, Dion, with him saying shooter, Shador, whatever is his.
He said
his
shooter.
favorite. But Shador is his favorite. This guy, he had the whole thing why Dion went to the FBS schools and everything is for Shador.
Absolutely.
We know that's his favorite. He don't have to say it. We know that's his favorite. So he went from Jackson State because he wasn't getting the credit for him to go to the NFL because he's saying he's not going against any NFL caliber talent. So that's why he went to Colorado. All right, so they go to Colorado thinking to put him on the spotlight, and he's not doing it. But this is what's the problem. So
How's he putting up numbers?
He's putting up numbers, but he's taking a lot of losses. But this is what I did not respect from Deion. Is because after the game, he basically blamed the O-line. The O-line, his son's been getting killed the whole season. He's probably got the most sacks. I mean, if you ever watch their games, if you ever watch their games, it's entertaining as hell.
I mean, he got sacked like 7 times, like 20. It was like 50% of the snaps were hurries. He's being hurt.
But if that's not his fault.
No, it is. No,
it's not.
Hold on.
If I'm being, hey, listen, hold on.
I got this.
There's no way you can tell me if he's getting hurried.
No, it's not him.
He's holding the ball too long.
It's not him.
No, it's not him.
It's not the quarterback. No, this is the problem. If that's your favorite son, damn, I would hate to be his last son because he's getting them killed. He's getting these guys killed. I mean,
so you put this mediocre offensive line in front of my favorite son.
Bro. It's not that shit. Now, if what he's thinking is he's waiting for next year when he gets all 5-star athletes. That's not fucking.
It's gonna happen.
Listen, let me get this shit out, please. This motherfucker. The best team in football right now is probably, I don't even want to say
Georgia.
no names.
You can say it. It's okay.
Okay, probably Georgia. They don't have all 5-star offensive lines. They probably got 1 or 2. And this is the thing. So it's not about that. This is
skill positions matter.
Rare.
I'm sorry.
No.
Skill positions
matter. This is no. Listen,
I think it's the line.
It's the line because
the O-line.
Let me get it out because this is the thing. I watched all his games, and he runs a 4 wide, 5 wide, hurry up offense. He has no protection. All he has is 5 linemen blocking. 5 linemen blocking whoever's coming because the defense says, I might send a cornerback, I might send a linebacker, I might send whoever. But 5 guys only. Because you know why? Because they have everybody on routes. Receivers, 4 receivers, running back is on the route, nobody's protecting them. So the offensive line is getting confused, and it's just stupid stunts, and they're getting confused because it's only 5 people blocking, and he's getting killed. And this is the thing:
they don't use a tight end.
They don't use a tight end.
They need to have a running back.
Right? They don't have a tight end. And the most explosive offense in the NFL, in college, in football, period, is Kansas City, right? And they have,
No.
Who?
The most explosive offense? It's kind of up in the air.
It's got to be
I'm
Miami
just saying,
right now.
Miami, yeah.
Okay.
I have to give it to Miami. Even with Josh.
But I'm just saying, even with the Dolphins, even with Kansas City, that's proven.
Right.
Miami is on the up and coming. But still, they have a tight end. You don't leave your
receiving tight end.
You do not leave your, even if they're not blocking tight end, they're a body because the football is not football like it used to be. They're not physical. They're not physical.
One thing I've noticed about Deion's team when I've watched them.
They're not.
Hold on.
Dominant anything.
And I agree. They're also noticeably way smaller than every team they play against.
Okay.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah, they are. But
so
whose fault is that?
But what I'm trying to tell you is, hey, listen. So here's the thing. All right. You said it yourself. You said it yourself.
You drafted those players.
You said it yourself. He didn't. He took what he could get.
He took everybody. Nobody
he took what he could get at the time because it was obviously better than what was there. Because them motherfuckers only won 1 game last year.
They did.
So with how many other people came in on the transfer portal, he won 4 games so far, and that's way better than they did last year. That's all I'm saying. So with that being said, when he could actually say, you got a scholarship to come here to Colorado, and it's 4-star, 5-star, 3-star, whoever that may be. He's handpicking. He's not taking what's there. He's not taking what's available. Now he's going to be able to tailor make his team Pick out these skilled players that he needs. Pick
problem.
out these dogs.
That's the problem. He don't need skilled players. He needs people in the trenches.
And so if that's the case,
but he didn't focus on it.
Well, that's why he's losing.
Well, now he's gonna have to. He's gonna
they
have
are
time to
running
do
down
that
their
now.
throat easily. The whole Dion thing. I hate to say it.
So, do you think they could play any other way than they're playing right now and be successful, or as successful as they have
absolutely.
been? How?
First of all, give your guy protection.
Okay.
Don't think
How does that?
Fire Charles Kelly.
Fire Charles Kelly.
Okay.
This prime example. It's 31. And this is the problem. Come on to Atlanta, bro. Come on to Atlanta, because this is a problem. I'm tired of staying up to 3:00 in the morning watching these lame ass games. You losing. I'm telling you, I gotta stay up all night watching this shit. And it's 3:00 in the morning. So check this out. How you make a difference is you scheme better. This is
Are they in any? Because I haven't watched. Are they in any of these games? Do they have chances in a lot of these games?
They have chances in college football.
I hear you, but no, I'm just saying, are they getting their asses smacked, or are they?
Yes.
Like,
yes. USC.
So the games haven't been close. The last few games. Is that what we're saying?
USC, they made it.
USC is.
I remember that.
USC is soft.
Yeah,
they soft.
And
like,
they play defense.
are they losing by like triple touchdowns?
They get their ass whooped.
Okay.
It looks like an MMA fight. I promise you. Shedeur, at the end of the game, bro, he is getting. If you watch the game, it's entertaining. Not because of the scoreboard, it's what you actually seeing. Because they are. Because
he's running for his life.
It's because they talk shit all season, all week long.
Yeah.
And when they get to him, and when they get to him, the refs is just like, I don't see nothing, and they just whopping them. Those twin brothers look like first round draft picks.
They were on his ass,
and they from North Texas.
Play.
But they played each other in high school and so they always had beef with him because Shedeur had always been cocky. So when they transferred to UCLA,
who's gonna get the bag first?
Shedeur's already got the bag.
Exactly.
But he's getting his ass whooped.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter.
So when
it does.
What year is this? His junior year?
He's a junior, yeah.
Junior.
But he ain't coming back next year.
Listen.
He's not coming back. His dad can't do nothing for him.
Hey,
I just
put it to you like this. If his stock is up right now, so if Shedeur goes to the draft this coming year,
he's a first top 10 pick.
I promise you he's gonna. You know why? If for nothing else.
He's a first.
If for nothing else.
First round pick.
Hey, if Jameis Winston could go first round, he could go first round.
Jameis was fucking lights out.
Bro,
yeah,
please.
Jameis was special.
If Jameis Winston could go first round, he could go first round. In the NFL, I'm talking about, not college. I'm talking the NFL.
Jameis was a lights out prospect.
If Tyrod Taylor is still a quarterback in the NFL, Mr. Checkdown King, Tyrod Taylor is not going to hurt your team. He ain't going to lose a game for you, but he damn sure ain't going to go win one for you.
But
he can manage. He's a great game manager.
But you know what, though?
And I hate he got hurt, man. Get well, brother.
Though? I've been a good NFL comparisons. That's who Deion Sanders is going to be. Deion Sanders' son's going to be.
Who?
Tyrod Taylor.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Yeah. Same
you know who he's going to be?
Same person.
You know who he's going to be?
They're the same attributes.
You know who he's going to be?
Who?
RG3. Without the speed of RG3.
So Tyrod Taylor.
But no, he's got a better arm than Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor doesn't throw the ball down the field.
He don't have a bazooka. Shedeur don't have
Shedeur threw the ball 70 yards one time, dude. 60 yards. What are you talking about?
I don't see how.
Tyrod Taylor, look and see how many times he threw for 20 yards or more. I think 2 of them was last week when he played against us. When they played against the Bills, man. He had the game of his life.
But I'm telling you, Shedeur, that's what I think. He's Tyrod Taylor. That's exactly what he's going to be. I like Tyrod. He's not going to, like you say, he's not going to lose a game. But back to Deion, if you want to protect your son, give him protection. Make up better decisions. You can be explosive without having to have 4 receivers and 5 receivers.
Did you see what they asked him after the game? Like, what is your solution? He's just like, get a whole new offensive line.
Which is ridiculous.
Hey, but listen.
The offensive line.
Listen. Did you say the hurries? What did you say?
Bro.
Yeah.
Did you
Well,
say
here's the
he's
thing.
being hurt?
I don't think it was too harsh.
Hey, let me tell you this.
I don't think it's too hard.
No, let me tell you this. You know who runs that same offense?
Who?
I do. On Madden. And guess
Got
what?
you.
I get sacked all the goddamn time. But I'm just telling you, it's a computer. I'm not getting physically hit.
Hear me
But
out.
you're getting your son killed.
But-
I'm telling you.
but
you
even
don't-
if-
you don't do no gimmicky offense like that.
Even
You
if he
have to.
did do it the traditional way,
No, I ain't saying
he'll still be getting hurried because the offensive line is
won't.
small
He won't.
Wait,
and
so-
they're not that good.
Okay.
He won't.
Do you guys have a problem with him saying that?
What? I have a
I don't.
Like, I need a whole new offense.
I don't.
have
In
a
the middle of the
problem.
I
season.
don't because he's bringing tasks to them. If he would have said Shador's holding the ball, if Nick would have said, because like I said, I haven't been watching like that, but he said that Shador's hurried more than any quarterback in the NCAA right now.
Okay.
That is not his fault.
Bro, didn't I tell you? It's his
But
dad.
no,
from
yo,
it.
listen. His dad can draw up whatever he wants, right? Them players on the field have to execute. If they're not able to execute,
You don't know what I'm talking about.
so
You-
how can he change that? Even if he changes
Bro,
his scheme,
it's play calling. You have five
You do have to
blockers.
adapt.
You have 5 blockers against 11
FSU
people.
had to do
You
it.
don't know where you coming from. And
We
you
had
got
the-
only 5 people.
We had the worst offensive line in college football. What did we do? You get Jordan Travis. What's he do? He rolls out and makes
You
plays.
adapt to it. You
You
put-
got to roll out. You got to
you-
get the ball out quick. Like,
Yeah, you put people in position.
But
Even to not even like if you got small players. Like I said, it's not like the 1990s where everybody was knocking their heads off. You just be in the way because that's all they want these days. No real physical contact. So you just get in the way. That gives him a half a second he can get away. But right now, as soon as they get past those 5 linemen, they're at his ass. I'm telling you, watch the game. I record.
But
all
I don't
this
have
shit.
a problem with
I
him
record.
saying that we needed a whole new offense.
I don't
I
have a
have
problem.
a problem
Why?
with it because it's the play calling.
So you think that?
Okay,
So
but the
what?
offensive line
If he
is
would
not
if he would
blocking.
call the plays how you want, do you think that offensive line would be able to hold up and still protect this kid?
Yeah.
Probably not. Probably not.
Thanks,
No,
Graham.
He's gonna be
That's
running
all
for
I'm
his
getting
life
at.
No,
regardless.
no.
You act like it's a matter of
It's not just
you just running the
all
you just
about
you should be
it's
running a 4-3 or
Okay.
like they run. I mean, you should be running this.
Football is 90% physical, 10% mental. To be fair, right? 10% of that is mental. It's a mental game of it. You got to out scheme people. I know 90%
That's
of it.
fair, but the talent's not there.
Bro, I'm
Does
telling
it?
you.
No, if they could do all
Look
the
at
chip
how-
blocks they
look,
want,
but-
it's
Tell
like
him
it's,
again, man. You all got
they're-
superior
they're-
athletes.
he's
dog.
gonna be running for his life regardless.
Listen,
I don't
No matter what
Have you
scheme
seen-
you're running,
have you seen the athletic ability
Yeah.
of some of these
Yeah.
majors? They went 1 and whatever last year, bro, for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. He made changes in the time frame that he could. They got 3 games better, possibly 5 or 6 games better than they did the year before, which is, in the grand scheme of things, not a bad deal, right? Yes, did he hype it up? Because we know he's a marketing genius. So we all bought into it. And now reality is setting in, and you want to knock him now? You can't do that. Like he said, get me now. Now, if we're having this conversation in 2025, then we could say
But I
that. Is that fair to
yeah,
say?
but this is a.
I think you gotta have 3 years. You gotta give somebody 3
You
years.
gotta give
But
him.
this is the thing, though. I didn't even tell you this. He's been making posts that he wants to come here.
Okay, if he
He's not-
does.
once he
to
said
where?
Atlanta.
For what?
Who's this?
His sons. He wants his
Yeah.
son. He wants his sons to the Falcons to get both of them, and then he's gonna eventually. I'm not saying the Falcons wants to hire him, but he made a post. He made it very clear that he wants to come to Atlanta. He wants his son to come to
Hey,
Atlanta.
listen, you
and
can
I'm sorry,
shoot-
but
hey.
but my thing is, once he said that, and this was been weeks ago. Once he said that, I knew Colorado was over with. I knew Colorado was over with because he's already tapped in.
Those are aspirations,
No,
man.
that is happening.
No.
It's aspirations, bro.
This is why I say
You
it's
think he'll
happening.
just leave Colorado?
Absolutely.
Why? That would be the
Absolutely.
dumbest shit ever.
This is his home, bro. This is his home.
understand
Look,
that.
this is a comfort.
Is
He's
that what he's saying?
No, I ain't saying he's gonna. No, I ain't saying he's gonna. I ain't saying. But this is listen. I ain't saying Dion's gonna be the head coach of the Falcons. He's probably wishing it might happen, but for sure he's trying to get his son to the Falcons. He's been making this public. He wants the Falcons to get both his sons.
It's up to the GM of the Falcons.
And this is why I agree this might happen because Arthur Smith is not.
Is he good enough to play for the Falcons?
Probably
Yeah.
Yeah. Goddamn right he is.
His
And
son
everybody knows that. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And this, I'm not knocking Shador. I'm knocking their how Dion lets.
So you said their play scheme, their offensive scheme is gimmicky. Okay.
Gimmicky as fuck.
All right. So once again, I'll give you. I know a basketball team right now. I'm not going to say the name of the team, but this team is not talented. It's not a pro team. You would know it if I'm not going to put anybody out there, but this team is not talented at all. They're not bigger than anybody. They don't have talented athletes like some of these other teams have. But they play hard.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Let me finish. What they do well is that they can pressure you and speed you up by guarding you a certain way the entire game. And they're in shape to do that. So, what I'm trying to say is, you don't have to always be the most talented all the time, right? But it's only so much you can do. I don't care how much you scheme, how much you change up play calling.
I agree.
I don't care. If you don't have the talent, it's only going to get you so far.
You either
If Nick is a linebacker and I am an offensive lineman, and every time they say height, Nick knocked my ass out the way and got a clear line to the quarterback. Whose fault is that?
Exactly. You either can play or you can't.
You can say what you want.
You know what a scheme would do? You
either can play or you can't.
Hey, James.
You
So check this out. I'm gonna just put another analogy.
But I got a scheme.
You're guarding me in the post.
I don't know.
Right now, you guard me in the post on the team.
I'm saying help.
All I'm saying is this. If you're the only option that they have, you wouldn't be guarding me if they had any other options. Is all I'm saying. So, with that being said, you can play a 2-3, you can play man-to-man, you can play a boxing one. I'm going to bust your ass all game, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. But you can say, hey, coach, this ain't working. We got to switch this up. This 2-3 ain't working. All right, well, run it 1-2-1-1. Coach, he's still busting my ass down here. What am I gonna do about it? Well, we go man to man. It's worse now. That's all I'm trying to say.
So
I got
you.
That's all I'm saying.
So you saying it can't be schemed to fix your?
I mean, scheme can help.
A couple plays.
It's like
scheme can help, but you either can play or you can't. It's not
even that you can play. You can compete with the class of athlete that they have on the other side. So when you go to USC, they're gonna have freakish athletes, bro.
Check this out. I'm finna bring it back to earth. Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah.
Is it the system? Which is San Francisco, he looks like the best thing. Or is it him?
I think it's a little bit of both. I also think it's talent too.
System.
I think they're unbelievably
It's the system because it's.
How can you say that?
Purdy was good at college.
Check this out.
No.
How can Shanahan?
So did EJ Manuel.
How can Shanahan be? Because how is Shanahan looked amongst the league? How is he looked at?
He's a top 5 coach,
right? And he don't have one staple quarterback whatsoever, right?
So Trey Lance.
Trey Lance was traded, and he's 4th string at Dallas.
Okay.
Because it's the scheme.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
He could have been on Sam Darnold, dude.
Who?
Trey Lance.
No, he didn't. But that's why he's
He
benched.
couldn't play.
But
He sucks.
Exactly though. That's what we're
It's
saying.
not
like, the
just
scheme,
fucking scheme.
It's
It
not
is
just
scheme.
No.
Then why
it's
couldn't
not.
Trey Lance work?
Trey Lance had the talent.
But this is the thing.
No.
Some people. This is the thing. Some people. This is the thing. This is the problem with the 5-star.
Some people either have it.
No, this is the thing
No.
with the people who's that's ranked high and that's been groomed all day life. Oh, you're gonna be you're gonna be a 5-star. You're gonna be a first round.
No, that's crap.
And you lose your hunger.
No.
And that's the problem
That's
with
crap.
yeah, those 5-stars people don't produce as much as they should.
What do you call? So, I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
So you're saying every 5-star lived up?
No,
every
not
first rounder
everyone does.
Then why
I'm saying the stars don't even matter as much as you
But
think they
what
do.
about a
Thank
first round
you.
draft pick? What
They
about
don't
a first?
it doesn't matter unless you can prove you can play.
That's it, man. Listen, how many busts have you seen?
A lot.
Why do you think that happened?
Because
they can't
BJ Manuel was a
play.
5-star, wasn't he?
Nah.
Josh Rosen.
He was.
Josh Rosen, he was given 1 year in Arizona. Cut. Okay. You give him a break because we feel like, hey, it's a scheme, maybe a scheme thing. He's shipped off to the Dolphins. Dolphins can't play. Goes to Atlanta, can't play. It's not
Was he unhealthy or just not that
a
good?
healthy scratch. He's
He-
trash.
he's
He was a first round pick. He was the number 9 pick in the 2017
I remember that
draft.
Josh Rosen because the Bills. Everybody was talking about who's Josh
Exactly.
Rosen?
Allen, Rosen, Darnold, Baker, Lamar. Allen and Lamar made it. The other 3 are not quite as good. Rosen can't play. It's not just about scheme. It's like literally, can you play? Is it that hard? Can you play or not?
Right.
So, but yeah,
It's not
like
necessarily
kids,
scheme.
like so. I've seen it because I've questioned it too, but I've seen this process happen with. Let's take Imani Bates. Do you guys know who Imani Bates is? So he's another guy. I know you guys don't follow basketball too much, but he's a basketball player who is with the Cleveland Cavaliers this year. I've known about Imani Bates since he was in middle school. He grew to be 6'7" while he was in middle school. And he's been billed to be this, high caliber player.
In middle school, 6, 7?
Since middle school. But I watched him come up. He went through high school, did really well. Wind up going to Michigan, and something happened, or Michigan State, and winds up going to Eastern or Western Michigan after that, or Memphis. He goes to Memphis with Penny. Well, needless to say, he's in the NBA right now, and he's on the Cleveland Cavaliers. But this summer, I watched him play some in the summer league, and he made it different. So it's going to be interesting to see. But I've seen this kid. I've also seen a bunch of kids who were billed to be top recruits, and they fell off. Haven't heard from them anymore. But especially football, skill position players in football, when you're groomed to be something and you put that work in, it's hard to not get there. Like, look at Marvin Harrison Jr.'s stuff. Like, these guys have been trained by pro. Hell, look at Shador. Shador gets to sit up and go train with Tom Brady.
But that's what I'm saying though.
If you don't have the talent
okay,
to,
but do you think Tom Brady went out there with 5 receiver sets every play? No, he didn't. That's too gimmicky. Get what I'm saying? You going out?
I mean,
Tom
yeah,
Brady done.
they have the personnel to do it that way.
The scheme is gonna
They
help,
never
but
did,
it's
'cause
like
it's not even.
Yeah.
It's nothing
you can
to-
only
it's
do
nothing to
so
stop
much
your
with what
team.
you got.
Yes.
Huh?
You can only do so much with what you've got.
Exactly.
You can't make an excuse for scheme all
Like,
the time.
if you change
If
up
you
the
scheme
scheme,
something up, you
you're-
can make. You can
okay.
make, you can
Let's
make
say
something
you
work.
did your scheme, however you wanted Colorado to do it. You did it your way. You're not making the fucking playoff. Like, you're not even making a New Year's
But
Six
y'all
bowl
don't even
game.
realize Patriots never had anybody that was.
They
top
had a
10.
But they always had
superior
an
offensive
offensive
line
line.
for 12
Yes,
years.
they
That's
did.
why that team was good. Anybody could have been back there. I ain't going to say anybody, but you put a competent quarterback behind that line. One thing I will say about Bill Belichick.
So who?
He drafted and signed football players
People
that
who can
played football.
Edelman.
Play.
So when somebody goes down,
Yes.
oh, Nick, you used to play outside linebacker in high school. I need you to play this. Oh, you're my wide receiver, but you punted when you were in college.
Yeah.
Need you to kick this ball. Where he doesn't have to go out and sign other players. He can make coaching decisions and say, all right, I'm going to put you in a position to be this football player that I know you are, right?
I can't stand players who have all the athleticism in the world, like generational talents, but they can't translate it on the field. Probably because they don't care enough.
Right.
My prime example is on my team, Clowney, Jadeveon Clowney. He was touted to be the next Julius Peppers, a special freak on the edge of their D-line. You know, he made a huge hit in college. I bet you guys remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Michigan.
That
hit
made him first round.
made him first round. He went number 1 overall.
He had some.
He was special.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He was supposed to be special. And you know what his whole career is? Mediocre. It's not because of fucking scheme. It's because at the end of the day, can you play or can you not? Or do you care or do you not care? I can't stand those players. I can't stand it.
That's what I'm saying.
And
They have all the potential. It's
But
not about
that's-
fucking scheme.
No, but I'm saying the first round picks, the 5-star picks are being groomed to say you're that person the whole time, and they give up the hunger.
I don't care about that.
I don't
But I'm
think
just
so.
saying, but
I don't
those
care
are the
about
ones.
that.
Some people
but
are
they
just
give up the
great
hunger.
college
That's what I'm
players,
saying.
and it doesn't translate to the pros.
No.
I've seen it in basketball. I've seen it in football. I've seen it in a lot of different sports. It's look no further than my friend Christian Laettner had arguably, besides Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, arguably the best college basketball career of anyone to ever lace him up ever. But his game didn't translate to the NBA. Yes, he played in the NBA for some years, but he was never the superstar player that he was when he was at Duke, right? Yeah. And it happens, man. Like, it happens all the time. Look at Johnny Manziel.
Look at Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield, Johnny Manziel. These guys were
in college.
great college football players.
NFL can't. I feel like that's what's gonna happen to Jordan Travis too. I mean, he's great. He's great in college, but he's not a pro quarterback.
Absolutely, he's not. He's going, but I mean, Travis.
He was a 2 to 3 star, not recruited. Fucking went to Louisville, transferred to FSU, and wanted the shit.
He'll be a career backup.
So I can tell you, look no further than your Falcons. I'll never forget.
Ritter's a career backup.
I'll never forget when Michael Vick was in his heyday here, and I full disclaimer, man, I just used to love waking up on Sunday and being able to watch Vick every Sunday. It was a treat and a pleasure, no matter how you feel about it. So, I'll never forget when his time was up here, and whoever his backup was, Matt Ryan, right?
Took the world off.
Hold on.
That's crazy.
No.
So did he come right after?
When no, he
After
didn't come right
Matt
after.
Ryan was at Boston College.
He was at Boston
Who
College.
was the
but
next
we were-
quarterback? So
There was a
regardless
skip
of who
year.
it was,
Yeah.
regardless of who it was, going back to the Belichick argument, Arthur Blank and the Falcons drafted smaller, faster, more mobile offensive linemen to account for Vic's speed and moving with the football, right? Fast forward, he's not here anymore. You got this offensive line. Now you got a pocket quarterback who's back here and they can't protect him. So, once again, they could have tried any scheme they wanted. That offensive line was designed for Michael Vick, for his tendencies and how he played the game. Once you take him out the picture, just going back to what you're saying, what you were saying about Deion's team, right? I can play devil advocate and say, hey, it's the same situation. He's making do with what he has, right? Until he can do better. It's going to work sometimes, or sometimes it's not. at least they're gonna get represent trying to get it right. You get what I'm saying?
He's getting his, but this is the problem. And I don't.
How many sacks? How many hits a game do you think Shador
he's
takes?
He's getting fucked up.
I mean, he got sacked 7 times last.
He's not in this
game. This past game.
And sacks is what's actually getting counted. He got hit over 50. I'm talking about hit 50 times, and he's only 100, 200 pounds, and he's getting hit blindsided, cheap-sided, all types of stuff. If you never saw those games, you got to watch it because it's entertaining as fuck.
All I say is
this.
They get
fucked up, but
all that a lot of the animosity comes from
his dad.
Hey, but no, it's not even that.
It is.
They getting to the bag,
bro.
They're getting the money, and they just came in.
But you know
that's what's wrong. That's what the problem is.
But you know what the problem is though? They get in the bag, but the abuse that they going through right now, are you gonna enjoy it?
Cut the check.
And I'm in the wheelchair.
Do you enjoy that? Do you enjoy going to work every day?
I don't get beat up.
Shit, you get beat up in our own ways.
Not like that.
We work.
No, they got life-threatening injuries.
We work in the public. We get beat up in different ways.
Yeah, no.
We do.
No,
but that doesn't. You still got to do what you got to do, right? No. Yeah, man. We look at we as fans. We tend, and this is one thing I will forget, and I'm going to shut up for the day because I need to get out of here in a little bit. But one thing I will say, as fans, we forget that is a job. Yeah. We get so caught up in putting our flags in the ground for a certain organization or where we're from or nostalgic things, but in the grand scheme of things, professional sports is a job. And you get paid to do a certain job. Well, like, even I can't speak so much for football, but you can see basketball players. You can have all of these great basketball players put in these situations and put on these teams, right? But if you really watch a game, 1 or 2 people that are on the court at the same time take more than 2-3 dribbles with the basketball. Everybody else are role players. 8% of the NBA is superstars. I don't know how that number translates to the NFL.
It's a lot bigger in the NFL.
8% of the NBA are superstars. Everybody else is. The other 92% are role players. And your job is to make the starters better. Come in, do your job. If I need you to grab rebounds, that's what you do. I don't need you to score. If you score on a rebound, put back, great. But there's no plays designed for you to score. There's nothing. You're going to set screens. You're going to do these things, and you'll make a lot of money doing it. But will you be a superstar? No. So what I'm saying is those guys have jobs to do. And a lot of their contracts are incentive-based.
Yeah. All right. You got anything? We got to wrap it up.
Or call it. Yeah.
Call it a day.
Yeah.
Interesting conversation.
What you mean podcast?
What you mean?
No,
We're getting better week to week.
Second.
I will cut that out. Second. What you mean podcast episode 2?
It's a wrap.